Okay, a little backstory on me. I had an ACL surgery 10 years ago. I had played soccer my entire life. I'm still trying to figure out my connective tissue system and still try to be very active and competitive in men's soccer. I'm 37 years old, and right now I'm just going to be demonstrating some Voodoo bands, and I'm going to be using some tools from the Weck method. David Weck out here in San Diego. I'm from San Diego myself, and so basically this is just a stretch band right here. I learned about this band in particular from the Ready State. Their most popular book, I think, is Becoming a Supple Leopard, and so there's a lot of really good form stuff in there, but the thing that I took away from it the most is just trying to break up these connective tissue systems, and there's a lot of little weird areas that you just wouldn't really normally conceptualize, where there's pressure trapped in your connective tissue, and it's really going to be difficult to get that out. There's some huge benefit to using these bands and trying to move around and do various movement patterns that will reopen that connective tissue. And for the most serious ones, it seems like dry needling may be your best bet. I also have some toe spacers in here from a company called Naboso, and yeah, I'll just demonstrate more or less something that you can do to sort of start your exploration with breaking up connective tissue. And what really popped for me was I've had really stiff joints, really difficult problems with my hips, my knees, my ankles, everything has just been out. My posture has been really bad. Another thing I'm trying to work on is good posture, having good form, keeping your chin up, and being in an athletic sort of position, good form in everything you do, whether it's driving your car, while you're sitting at work, in the gym, different exercises, foam rolling, eating. It really just sort of transcends everything about being human. A good way for me to identify a lot of asymmetry is roller skating, because it really highlights your hip discrepancy and what different joints and muscle systems can do in cooperation with each other, and where your limitations are, where you get stuck spinning, all sorts of things like that. But let me demonstrate. I really recommend getting a couple of these Voodoo bands. No matter what level you are, what you're trying to do, it's just going to make you a better, happier human, in my opinion. And I've only been experimenting with these very intensely for about maybe 2 to 3 weeks now, and it has really helped propel my my target to get back to a supple leopard type state, where you're just a ready state where you're just warm. You don't have to worry about pulls and strains. You don't have to warm up too much. Your connective tissue is just awake, like a 10-year-old child's. But yeah, let me. So you're just gonna take. I'll actually do the calf. You're just gonna take this, and you're just gonna you can ease into it, but as you progress, I think that the tighter you go here, the more of a pull and stretch you're going to get on the connective tissue in the calf and the anterior tib, posterior tib. I'm not an expert at anatomy, but there's just so much stuff going on here, so many inner workings that are going to be neglected. So you got that there. This is just one strategy to do this. There's all different types of programs and things, but my advice is, if you want to dabble in something, you don't know where to start, and you have a lot of mobility restrictions and different issues, is just start with this, and I'll demonstrate what I'm going to do once I get these on. And it's really just being as creative and trying to influence as much movement into your human system as possible. So I got both of these on pretty tight here. Now the tool I'm going to use right now, because if you get this laser tight, it's like your body might not even want to jump. So I use this tool. It's I think David describes it as his most innovative tool, and I think it's super fun. I use it with roller skating. I use it on the treadmill. I use it while foam rolling. I use it combined with some sort of dumbbell or kettlebell or what have you. And it's a 3/4 of a pound, 12-ounce shaker. And all it is it's called ProPulse. And that's all it is really going to do, is propel you. It's going to increase your momentum and make you a percentage faster, in theory. That's the theory of it. And so with this, let's just do a quick experiment. I'll put these down. This is just me jumping, and I really don't feel my feet getting too far off the ground. I'm restricted because I have this band on, so my entire leg system is just kind of interrupted right there. Now let's add these, and it'll just kind of give you a gauge, or give us a gauge. I've never done this before, so we'll just check it out and see how much of an advantage it gives. It really makes it way easier, or at least it feels way easier. And now, ooh, my ankle joint gave out a little bit there, but kind of hurt. Yeah, these are pretty serious, so I would ease into these. Don't get too aggressive like I did there. That's just a personal problem I have, getting a little aggressive and carried away. But I would ease into it with this stuff, especially when you're putting your joints and the rest of your body in like very vulnerable positions, like that ankle is. But my ankle feels good. My ankles have improved so much from this, wrapping the ankle and just ripping this stuff up. But yeah, so I'm just starting this sort of experiment, this exploration. Please feel free to come along, and we'll see where it takes us.